Good morning, everyone. Due to a internet problem, we had to start late at 8:30 today. I hope you all did your homework. Right, there was a lot of homework to be done. Right, that would have kept you a little bit busy on Sunday. Yeah, we are just waiting for a few more to join. All right, we'll just start in a minute or two. Yes, good morning, Kinnari. Yes, good morning to everyone who have just joined. So I think now we should get started. Most of you are here. Uh, all right. So I hope you can see the screen, right? Okay. Now we are going to discuss these answers, right, to your homework questions. Can you hear me clearly, or should I speak louder? All right. Okay. Right. People are still coming in. Okay. So here's the first question. Let's get started with it. Yes, Ayush. What, you can't hear me? Can you all hear me? Okay, no problem. Right. Right. Fine. Okay, got it. Right. Everyone is able to hear. So let's start this first question already over here. So what we have is there is a ball which is drop, that is its initial velocity is going to be 0, right? Okay, and it is dropped from a multi-story building, right? Okay, so the most important thing as usual is to draw a diagram, right? So here is that building, let's say, and we drop a ball from here. Okay, right, we drop a ball from here. So see, whenever you are studying any kind of motion, it is very important that we decide where we will take a reference point. So let's take a reference point here, that is, this is origin, all right, or reference point. Okay, and we'll take downwards negative and upwards as positive. All right, you should also specify this direction. Okay, I want all of you to do this in your diagram, right? Okay, you please specify the reference point or origin. All right, and along with that you also specify which direction you are taking, positive and negative. That helps, right? It will not help me, it will help you, right? Then you have less chances of making a mistake. So let's start. So let's start. It says that it hits the ground after 2 seconds. The ball starts from here, right? Its initial velocity is 0. It falls, it hits the ground, let's say at this point B, right? In how much time? In 2 seconds. That is, it took 2 seconds to go from A to B, right? Okay. So now, if we want to find out the first question, what's the height of the building, right? So you see, to find the height and time interval is given, we can use the second equation, right? So delta x equal to v0 t plus half a t square, right? Just use it here. Delta x we don't know, all right? You could also write delta y, okay, no problem with that. V0 is 0, right? Because at A here the ball's velocity is 0, plus 1 by 2. A is minus 10, right? Some of you might still be confused about is A 10 or A is minus 10. Look at the diagram. I've taken downwards as negative, and I'm sure you realize that acceleration due to gravity is always downward. So that's why this is wrong. This is correct. All right. Okay. So A is minus 10 and t square 4. So this will give us delta x equal to minus 20 meter. So what this is telling you is that the ball has fallen down, negative, downwards, right? Okay, clear? So the height of the building is 20 meter. Clear? The height of the building is 20 meter. That's your first answer. Now, actually, the second question, second part B becomes a joke, right? I actually wanted to write 1 second over here, but I don't know why I wrote 2 seconds over here. That's why it becomes a joke, right? Of course, the answer of this question is 0, right? I hope you realize that the answer of second question is 0, right? You see, but V0 is 0. So 0 into 2 is 0, right? Okay. Now see, find the speed of the ball when it is at a height 10 meter above ground. All right. Find the speed of the ball when it is at a height 10 meter above the ground. So now what we have to do is we have to take a point. We have to take a point maybe over here C. All right. So that this is 10 meter. So this is also 10 meter. Agreed? So now we are going to do our calculations for A to C. Right, now we'll do our calculations for A to C. Okay, right? So tell me your answers, people. Come on, that would be more interesting. Why don't you tell me your answers first of all? What's your answer of C? Okay, all right, Nandini. Right, Pinak. Very good. 14 second, Ankita. Okay, all right, everyone. Let's do it. See, here we don't know the time that it takes to go from A to C, right? I repeat, we don't know the time, right? Time interval. So we will not use the second equation, we will use the third equation, right? So delta x, 2a delta x equals v square minus v0 square. So you could write 2a for acceleration minus 10. How much is delta x? What is delta x? A to C, what is delta x? Everyone, A to C, what is delta x? Minus 10 is the correct value. Okay, people, 10 is not correct. Minus 10 is correct. Look at the diagram. Downwards is considered negative. So A to C, the ball comes down. Photo method again. All right, that will help. So this is equal to final velocity is at C, we don't know, minus initial velocity is at A, and that is 0, right? Is that okay? I hope you realize I'm writing this so that it is very clear to everyone what is initial and what is final, right? Okay, so that's what is going on here. So finally you get Vc square equal to 400, sorry, 200. What did I do? Yeah, Vc square equal to 200. Therefore Vc equal to, now this is very crucial, listen to this carefully, listen to this very carefully. You might be thinking that Vc is equal to root 200, but this is wrong. Okay, this is wrong. You know why it is wrong? Can someone tell me why I'm saying it's wrong? Why do you think it is wrong? I'm saying it is wrong. It's definitely wrong. There's no doubt about that. Okay, this is definitely wrong. Are 14.1 not jo tumhare. No, Divya, that's not correct. No, Neil, that's not correct. એવો કોઈ rule જ નથી કે velocity can't be under a rule. So because of v શું because of v શું? No, Bhavya, that's not. 10 root 2 is root 200. This is same. I'm not saying that this is incomplete. I'm saying this is wrong. Yes, the correct reason is that this velocity should be negative. This velocity should be negative because look at the direction of ball's motion. The ball is moving in which direction? Ball is moving in which direction? Upwards or downwards? Ball is moving in which direction? No, Ankita, it's not about irrational. Physics loves irrational numbers. All right? Nah, second thi no thai. Time not khabar. Yes, it's downwards, right? It's moving downwards, so it's moving negative. So actually, maths tells you that you have two possibilities, correct? Maths tells you that you have two possibilities, but physics tells us that this is correct and this is wrong. I hope you have understood that. Okay, so the final answer is that the velocity is minus root 200 meter per second, or as you all have written, minus 14.1 meter per second. All right, or minus 10 root 2 meter per second. I don't mind. But now let's read the question. What's the question? Not velocity, speed. Not velocity, but speed. So if even if this is the velocity, don't forget, all this is velocity. So what will be the speed? The speed will still be 10 root 2 meter per second. I hope that's clear, everyone. Right? I hope that is clear. Speed is still 10 root 2 or speed is still 14.1. Okay? Right? Yes, modulus of velocity. Very good. Magnitude of velocity. Okay, some people are in the waiting room. All right, so that's what we have. Okay, so this is the question C. Now D. Find the speed of the ball at a height 5 meter from the ground. I'm leaving this for you. I'm not going to do it. All right, I'm leaving this for you. Okay, you have to follow same method. This is completely for yourselves. Do it yourselves. I'm not even going to worry about it. Okay, now let's find this. Find the speed with which ball hits the ground. E. Tell me the answer of E. Come on, everyone. Tell me the answer of E. Tell me the answer for E. Late થાય ને ત્યારે આવું થાય છે ઘણી વાર. કાલે 100 હતા પૂરા. Okay, this you can actually find either by the first equation or also by the third equation, but we will do it by the first. V equal to V0 plus 80. Therefore, V is equal to V0 is 0, acceleration is minus 10, time is 2, time interval is 2. So this is minus 20 meter per second. Again, this is velocity. So speed is 20. All right, 20 meter per second is the correct answer. All right, 20 meter per second. Okay, so let's go to second. Now we're going over to second. All right. Okay, so a ball is thrown vertically upwards from the edge of a building 12 meter high. This is like that textbook question, isn't it? Right? Okay, so let's draw it. Let's draw the diagram. Again, diagrams are extremely important, people. એના વગર તમને કંઈ જ ખબર નહીં પડે કે શું થઈ ગયું. So as usual, like I said, we should specify where we are taking origin, right? We should specify which direction is positive we should specify which direction is negative. Badhu karvanu. Okay, draw the diagram properly. Rough diagram is okay, but you should have all these things. Okay, and you can actually take origin anywhere. All right, it's not like you have to take origin here only. You can take it at ground also, no problem. Okay, all answers are going to be same, so don't worry about that. All right, remember it is choice of observer. Okay, so what's given is this building is 12-meter high. This building is 12-meter high, and now uh, we throw the ball, all right, from here. It falls down again. I'm showing it on the side because otherwise it will look like this, and then you'll not be able to see anything. All right, again I'm showing it like this, but it doesn't really go anywhere on the side. Remember, it goes on a straight line, but I'm showing it like this. All right, it goes on a straight line only. Now, okay, so it takes time 3 seconds to go, let's say from A to C. All right, I'm going to call this highest point as B. All right, okay, I hope that makes sense to you. So it is given to us in this question that going from A to C takes 3 seconds. All right, takes 3 seconds. I'm going to erase this part here. It's bothering me. It's from the previous question. All right, yeah. So now, first, find the speed with which it was thrown. So we have to find speed at which point? We have to find speed at which point? A, B, or C? Come on, people. We have to find speed at which point? A, B, or C? We have to find speed at which point? At which point કીધું છે? Point, not interval. This is quite clearly speed with which it was thrown. That means when you throw it, what was its speed? So it was thrown from A, right? So this is our question, right? Clear, everyone? This is our question. Yes, at point A. Okay, right. And what do we know about this A to C thing? We know that it took time interval of, 3 seconds. All right, that's what we know. And we want to find VA. VA means which velocity, initial or final? VA means which velocity, initial or final? Very good. Which equation do you think we should use? Which equation? Which equation, people? Which equation? Okay, we should use the second equation. All right, we should use the second equation. I'll tell you why. See, what do we know, what we don't? We don't know initial velocity, correct? In fact, that's the question, right? We don't know what's the final velocity, right? We know the acceleration. How much is acceleration? Look at this diagram. Think, what is the acceleration? What should be the acceleration, people? Come on, what should be the acceleration? હવે બધાને આવડવા માંડ્યું. Very good. Very good, very good. No, Dhruvi. Yes, it is -10. All right, not +10. It is -10 meter per second square. Okay, how much is displacement? How much is displacement? How much is the displacement? This is crucial. All right, all right, all right, all right. Well, interestingly, the correct answer is -12 meter. Everyone, it's -12 meter, not 12. Not 12. You are wrong if you have written 12. Okay, it is wrong. I'll tell you why. Use the fact that displacement only depends on initial and final, right? Correct? So if you use the photo method once again, પહેલા ક્યાં હતો ball? અહીંયા હતો. ચલો, finally ક્યાં છે? અહીંયા છે. Okay, in which direction it has moved ultimately? In which direction it has shifted? It has shifted down by 12 meters. So displacement is -12. Clear? Clear? Especially those who said 12 meters. This is for you. I hope you realize that the displacement is minus 12, not plus 12. બરાબર, ભૂલ ન થવી જોઈએ. One mistake is fatal. Why we took acceleration negative? Okay, we are having a question. I want answer from all of you. Okay, why do we take acceleration negative even if ball is moving up? That's the question that I'm getting from someone. Even if ball is moving up, why do we take acceleration negative? That's the question. Can you all answer that question? Can you all answer that question? Okay. Okay, this is once again time to remind all of you the important point. The one of the important points was that direction of motion has no relation with direction of acceleration. First thing. All right. So Sahil, your connection, the connection that you have made is not right. Okay. I hope you realize that. Okay, connection that you have made is not right. Second thing, some of you have said that ball is moving opposite to ground. That is wrong. Again, motion, direction of motion has nothing to do with direction of acceleration. Ball bhale ne gamme ya jai. This acceleration, right, is due to gravity, right? I hope you understand what I'm saying. This acceleration is due to gravity, isn't it? And acceleration due to gravity will be downwards always because Earth attracts objects down, right? Okay, clear? So that's why it is negative, all right? That's why it is downwards. And if it is downwards and we are taking downwards as negative, that's why it is negative. All right, chalo, I'll take you. Now we just have to find out what is the velocity over there. We know the time interval is 3 seconds, correct? We know the time interval is 3 seconds. Yes, that's right. Perfect sentence that you have written over there. Okay. All right. So now I hope you realize third equation is not suitable, right? Third equation is not suitable. Okay. Not suitable because we don't know this. We must use second equation, right? We must use second equation. All right. So that's going to give us 2 into minus 10 into minus 12 is equal to v square. So, oh, sorry. Uh, I made such a terrible mistake. I'm so sorry. I wrote second equation over here, but then I started using third equation. I'm so sorry. There was just a lapse of concentration on my side. Delta x equal to v0t plus half a t square. All right. Yeah. Okay. So that's what we are going to do. Minus 12 is equal to v0, which we don't know. T is 3 plus 1 by 2 minus 10, 3 square 9. I hope that makes sense to all of you, right? Okay. So finally, based on this, we solve this and we will get v is equal to 3v0 equal to minus 12 plus 45. Is that clear? Everybody? Right? Okay. So this is nothing but 33, right? So final answer is that v0 is equal to 11 meter per second. Okay. Who got it right without my help? Who got it right on your own? All right, very good, Falak. Well done, Sahil. But you took my help, Sahil. Don't forget that. Yeah, well done, people. Those who got it right on your own, very good. Okay. Remember, listen. Okay, no problem, Sahil. That's how you learn. Okay, stepwise. All right. Let's go to part B. Find speed with which it hits the ground. So now we have to find speed at which point? We have to find speed at which point with which it hits the ground. At which point? Yes, everyone. You please remember that when you draw the diagram, you also write these points. Okay, it makes it so easy to talk about it, isn't it? Okay, I just have to say find speed at C, and we can understand. Clear? Right? So please follow the good practices of drawing diagrams. All right, I'm just going to erase all this. It's bothering me. All right. Okay. I wish I could select it. Uh, this is how this was it. Yeah. Okay. Now we have to find the velocity at C. So we could actually use either the first equation or the third equation, whichever we like. If we use the first equation, then this is what we have, right? I don't think you have any problem with this. Yes, so the answer is going to be velocity at the point C, right? Final velocity at the point C is minus 19 meter per second. This is velocity once again. All right, this is velocity. The answer of this question is speed, which is 19 meter per second. Clear? Yeah. All right. So that's how you do it, right? So I hope you realize that so much depends on the diagram, right? If you get the diagram and these basics correct, then nothing can stop you from getting the correct answer, right? All right, let's go to C. For how much time does the ball move downwards? So which time do we have to find? Which time interval do we have to find? Okay, which one? From A to B, B to C, A to C, which one do we have to find? Everyone. In part C of the question, which time interval do we have to find? Yes, we have to find B to C. Very well identified. Well done, people. Well done. Very well identified. So we have to find the time that it takes to go from B to C, right? So all our calculations so far were for A to C. Now we are going for B to C. All right. So here we go. B to C. All right. Which equation should we do? Should we use to find the time interval to go from B to C? What do you think? Don't guess. See what we know. Do we know velocity at B? Do we know velocity at C? Do we know the displacement? Yes, we of course know acceleration. Directly nahi thai, directly thase Sahil. It's in fact very simple. It's very simple. Do we know VB? People, do we know VB? Yes or no? If yes, what is its value? Do we know VB? Do we know VB? Very good, Falak. Very good. All right. Yeah. Yes, some of you have given the right answer. It is 0. It is 0 because that point is the highest point, isn't it? VB is the B point is highest point. Yes or no? Okay, so we know it. It's 0. Acha. VC is minus 19, right? VC, velocity, don't forget. VC is velocity, minus 19 of it, right? Okay, and now we want to find time. Which equation? Look at this. Look at this. Which equation? Which equation? First equation. Yes. First equation. बराबर ने? First equation. Velocity at C is not 0, Gracie. Velocity at B is 0. Read it carefully. Velocity at C is not 0. right? So what we have now is, if we use the first equation, v equal to v0 plus 80, v equal to v0 plus 80, first equation, right? Okay, so final velocity, which point is final? Which point is final in our calculations? Which point is final? Very good, Harsh. Yes, C is the final point. C is the final point. Minus 19 is equal to 0 plus minus 10 into t. So if you solve this immediately, you will get t is equal to 1.9 seconds. All right, you'll get t equal to 1.9 seconds. All right, I hope that makes sense to everyone, right? So for 1.9 second, it falls down, right? Okay, right. Let's go to D. This is this is same. This is same as what it was in the book, right? So to what is the maximum height of the ball from the ground, right? So now the plan is, if we find this distance, right? If we find this, suppose, okay, let's say that this is 40, then the final answer will be 52, right? So we can just find this first, okay? So now we have to do calculation for, or you can actually do it for B to C also. I think you realize that we can do it for B to C, right? We'll just continue like that, okay? Think about this. This is B and this is C. So the ball falls from here to here. That is the maximum height, isn't it? I hope all of you realize that this is the maximum height, correct? This is the maximum height. So let's find displacement. Okay, let's find displacement, because if we find displacement, we'll get it. Okay, which equation should we use to find displacement? Which equation should we use now? બધું ખબર છે ને, બધું જ ખબર છે, right? I think all of you realize we know everything. You could use second, you could also use third, right? I will prefer third. I'll prefer third because I think it will be simpler. Okay, I'll prefer third. You can also do it by second. કઈ એવું tough નથી, don't worry about that. 2a delta x equal to v square minus v0 square. 2 minus 10 delta x we don't know. V square, final velocity square. 19 square 361 minus. All right, I hope that makes sense, right? Okay, right, this is what we are getting. Delta x equal to minus 18.05 meter, right? Clear? Is this clear, everyone? Hello, everyone, are you all there? Is it clear? Okay, right, fine. So the height will be, what will be the maximum height of the ball? Final answer is, maximum height of the ball is 18.05. All right, meter, 18.05. Okay, right. Now I hope you all would become masters of such questions, right? Okay. 3. So from the edge of a 20-meter tall building, a ball is thrown downwards vertically with a speed 15 meter per second. I'm going to, I'm just going to erase all this, right? Okay. Just give me a minute. All right, just give me a minute. I'm just going to erase all. Okay. So everything out of the way now. So let's continue now. Yes, you can use that, Sahil. You can also do it by second equation. I said that, right? Okay. So now, here, let's draw the diagram. So it is that uh, suppose here is a tower, right, or building, right, and from there, this is 20-meter high. Okay, let's say this is point A. Again, we're taking origin here, all right, upwards positive and downwards negative, right? Now we will, it is given that the ball is thrown downwards with speed, right? Okay, so we are throwing this down. It will fall straight down here. Clear? I hope this is the diagram you have drawn. No, not necessary. Not necessary, Divya. Both are same, right? You can take whichever you like. कोई फर्क नहीं पड़े. Ultimately, you'll realize that this is just normal, okay? Right? It's not a problem either way. So here, we are taking downwards negative, upwards positive. So let's write what we know. Okay. Do we know the time interval that it takes to go from A to B? Is it given in the question? Is it given in the question? No, in fact, that's the first question, isn't it? Right? So we don't know this. All right. Do we know the displacement? Do we know the displacement for A to B? Do we know the displacement? Can you write the displacement, please? Can you write the displacement? Very good. Minus 20 meter. All right. If you have taken downwards negative, if you have taken downwards negative, then minus 20. All right. If you have taken downwards positive, see, it is possible. It is possible that someone might have done it like this. This is not wrong. This is also correct. All right. Okay, this is also correct. But in that case, delta x will be plus 20. But for us, delta x is minus 20. Unfortunately, you have to choose before you start. If you are on this side, you are on this side. If you are on that side, you are on that side. You can't be on both sides, okay? If you change, it will be wrong. So I'm going to do it like this, okay? That is me, all right? I'm on this side, okay? Again, both are equally easy. Let me tell you, both are equally easy. એવું કઈ નથી કે એક બહુ ટફ હોય ને બીજું easy હોય. All right? It's your choice. Everyone, it is your choice, right? So let's start. Like I said, I like to do it in this way, so I'm going to do it like this. All right, so you don't look over here, okay? Don't look over there. So now delta x is minus 20. We don't know the time, right? Do we know initial velocity? Do we know final velocity? We know the acceleration, of course, minus 10 meter per second square, right? We know the acceleration. Okay, out of all this, what do we know? Do we know the initial velocity? Yes or no? Do we know the initial velocity? Yes or no? Initial velocity. No, Nandini, no, Ami, it is not zero. Not zero, Princey. Yes, Jaikit. it's slightly wrong. Yes, Divya, correct answer. Palak, correct answer. Jaikit, correct answer. Well done, people. Now we are getting correct. No, Kavya. No, Vandan. No, Harsh. Yes, Ria, it's right. Ananya, it's wrong. Everyone, look at this carefully. The ball is thrown down, right? So it will move downwards. Agreed? If it moves downwards, then the speed is 15. All right. But it is moving down. Speed is 15, but it is thrown down. So initially at start, of course it would move down, right? So that's why its velocity will be minus 15 meter per second. Is this clear? Is this clear? Yes or no? Is this clear? Yes or no? એટલે જ diagram draw કરવાનો. Okay, that's why it is very important to draw diagrams so you can imagine everything. You have to imagine. Okay, physics is not in your textbook. Physics is in the world around you. If required, drop a ball. What is it that you can't understand, Gracie? I'm saying that speed is 15. All right, agreed. Speed is 15. No problem with that, right? But we have taken downwards direction as negative. And we know that if you throw the ball down, it will move down, right? It will move down. And downwards is negative. So the velocity should be downwards, correct? And that means it is negative, right? It cannot be plus 15. Speed is always positive, right? You don't have to worry about that. Okay, we don't know the final velocity, right? It's not given in the question. Yes, which equation shall we use to solve A? Which equation shall we use to solve A? We will use second equation. Very good. We will use second equation. So delta x equal to v0 t plus half a t square, right? So that's what we'll do. So who has got an answer? What's the answer, people? What's the answer? Okay. No, Vedant. I think 4 seconds is wrong. What's your answer? Pinak, you're saying 1 second. અરે વંદન ટાઈમ નો આન્સર મીટર પર સેકન્ડ માં કેવી રીતે આવે? દિયા, yes, I think it's right. Yes, well done, Sahil. Okay, we are getting lots of correct answers. Nisha, no, that's wrong. ગેસ કરે છે વેદાંત. ગેસ કરીએ તો -1 મળે JEE NEET માં. ધ્રુવી, it is wrong. Everyone, okay, so let's solve this equation out here. Okay, we are going to solve this equation. Minus 20 is equal to minus 15t plus 1 by 2 minus 10 t square. See, you can remove minus and you can cancel by 5 from everywhere. Right? So this is what you will get. Okay. Right? And finally, your answer will be either this, which is nonsense, or this. Right? This is, of course, nonsense answer. Right? Okay. See, maths doesn't know which answer is right. Right? We have to judge that. We have to decide which answer is right. Okay. Again, let me just explain what this means. This answer means that 4 seconds before you throw the ball, 4 seconds before you throw the ball, it was at the ground, right? Okay, Veda, well done. Then yeah, that's how you learn, right? You make small mistakes and then you correct them, so next time you don't make those, right? Okay, right, let's go to part B. Who has got 100% correct answers so far? Who has got 100% correct answers so far? How many of you have got 100% correct answers so far? All the answers correct from this homework. Okay, Falak. Right, Raj. Okay, Jakit, no problem. You'll get it there. You get there gradually. All right. Okay. Yeah, don't worry, everyone. Right. I was just checking whether anyone has got everything right. Don't worry. I can clearly see all of you are improving. Yes, Vandan. So only one was wrong. Sahil, sign માં જ problem રહેશે check સુધી. બરાબર ને Sahil? Okay, so you just concentrate a little bit more and you will be able to do it right. Okay, fine. Let's go to next one. B. What is its speed? See, we have already written everything. We just need to use equation, right? I'm going to use the first equation, right? I'm going to use the first equation to solve part B, right? V equal to V0 plus AT. Yeah, silly mistakes happen. Okay, all right. 25 meter per second is the answer that people are getting. Very good. 25 meter per second is the final answer, right? Speed with which it hits the ground. 25 meter per second. All right. Hmm. Yeah. Velocity minus 25, Raj, and speed is 25. Okay. Now C. I hope people did pick up the hint. Did you use the hint or not? Now we are going to solve C. Now we are going to solve C. What's your answer of C, everyone? What's your answer of C? Okay. 150 નો આવે, root 150 હશે હાર. Okay, all right. Let's check. Let's check. First of all, this is the diagram. As usual, downwards negative, upwards positive, origin, right? So we are going to talk about, listen to this. We are going to talk about the motion from A to C, right? You can also do it from C to B, all right? I don't mind. Okay, you could do it either way. It's possible to do it either way, right? But here I'm going to do it like this, all right? So now, you have this from A to C. We want to find what's the final velocity, correct? I hope you realize this is the final velocity, right? Final velocity. Uh, okay, so now we will use the third equation. I think everyone does realize now that third equation is suitable. So 2a, what's delta x? What is delta x? What is delta x, everyone? What is delta x? I'm giving you four options. 15, minus 15, 5, or minus 5. I'm giving you four options. Yes. According to the diagram I have taken, according to the diagram I've taken downwards negative, upwards positive. So it moves from A to C. So this displacement is going to be minus 5 meter. I hope you realize that. We are talking about this A to C. This is given in question, all right. Okay, but we don't have to use that. We have to use this, right? I hope that makes sense because the tower height is 20 meter, right? Building height is 20 meter. So this is the correct answer, right? Let's put it over there. All right. So what's the final answer then? What's the final answer then? So this is going to be VC square minus 225 is equal to 100, right? So VC square is equal to 325. All right. Is that okay? So now, so that gives me VC is nearly, it is nearly minus 18 point something, okay? Because 18 square is 324, isn't it? Right? It tiny 18 square, yes. 18 square is 324, right? Okay. So velocity is minus 18.0 something, okay? And speed is 18, nearly 18 or 18.0 something, okay? Meter per second. Clear? So that's our answer. Right. Question 4. Question 4. Now, I am not going to solve question 4 for you, right? If you do it and if you want to verify your answer, right? જે લોકો બહુ excited હોય, ઉત્સાહી હોય મારા જેવા, right? If you want to verify your answer, you can send me your solution and your answers personally, all right? I'm not going to solve this question 4. The only difference is here, right? Upwards and downwards. So change શું થશે ખબર છે? Change શું થશે? આ change થશે. All right, this will change. I hope you get what I am saying, right? So all calculations will give different answer. All right, all calculation has to be repeated because one thing has changed, so you have to do everything again. All right. Okay, so those who want to verify their answer and those who have done it, you could send me the solution. All right. Okay. Now question number 5. Right. Here again, is are correct. So multiple options may be correct. હવે આવ્યા graph. I know you don't like graphs, but you should learn to love those graphs. Okay? Graphs are fun. થોડુંક drawing કરવા મળે. All right, let's start. So what's your answer of this question? Come on. What's your answer of this question? Which is right? Which is right? More than one are right. Let me tell you that. More than one are right. Jaikit, C and D both can't be right. It is impossible. Krisha, 1 and 2 can't be right together. It is impossible. Those who are saying A and B are right, are you sure? How can the same graph have two different shapes? બેમાંથી એક જ સાચું હોય ને યાર, શું કરો તમે? How can the same graph have two different shapes? Okay, the correct answer is ના એમ થોડો કહી દેવાય. First of all, let's look at A and B. A and B are position time graph, right? That is xt graph, right? That's what we used to call it, xt graph. Okay, so now we are throwing something vertically up, all right? So it will go up and then fall down, right? Okay, right? This is which kind of motion? તમને ખબર ને હવે types of motion તો આવડે કે નહીં, right? Which kind of motion is this? Which kind of motion is this? Which kind of motion is this? અરે આન્સર હવે પછી કહેજો, પહેલા લોજિક સમજી લો. ચલો ચલો જલ્દી. Which type of motion is this? લો તો હવે કોઈ આન્સર નથી આપતું. Come on people, come on, which type of motion is it? No Falak, it's wrong. Projectile, Ananya, projectile motion is okay, but that's not what we are talking about, right? It will not help you solve this question, right? Think of the types of motion that I've taught you about so far. Everyone, when you throw something up, I hope you realize that it has constant acceleration. Yes or no? How much constant acceleration? Minus 9.8 meter per second square, correct? Yes or no? Do you remember this? When we throw anything up or down or we drop it, it has minus 9.8 meter per second square constant acceleration. Yes or no? Right? So this is a constant acceleration. If acceleration is constant, which type of motion is it? Which type of motion is it? Yes, very good. Yes, Ananya, that's right. Everyone else, yes, you are right. It is uniformly accelerated motion. So for uniform motion, nahi, Heli. Ria, it's not uniform motion. Gracie, it's not uniform motion. Vandan, uniformly. What uniformly? Yes, Krisha. So uniformly accelerated motion. So for uniformly accelerated motion, xt graph is of which shape? Xt graph is of which shape for uniformly accelerated motion? તો પછી જોયું ને ક્યાંથી ક્યાં કનેક્શન નીકળે છે? Everyone, this is the difference between 9th standard and 11th standard. You have studied all of this in 9th standard, right? You have studied all of this in 9th standard, right? But now you are going to get these kind of tricky questions where you have to combine all the concepts that you know of, right? Okay, so B is right. Clear? Also you can clearly see this is like a bump, isn't it? That means acceleration is negative. So છે જ ને negative, નથી negative? All right, પહેલા ball ઉપર ગયો પછી નીચે આવી ગયો, right? So graph makes this kind of shape. Right, now C and D, which one do you think is right? Come on, use this, use this. Acceleration is constant, use this. Use this, everybody. Still some of you are making a mistake, but many of you have given right answer. Hurry up, come on others, hurry up please. Yes, it is C. C is right answer. Okay, because from VT graph, how do you find acceleration? How do you find acceleration from VT graph? How do you find acceleration from VT graph? Yes, slope of tangent. So acceleration is constant. Acceleration is constant, right? It is never changing in this situation, right? Okay, here acceleration is slope of tangent. So you can see that here the slope of tangent never changes, but over here it changes. અહીંયા સુધી change ન થયો પણ અહીંયા change થઈ ગયો ને, right? So you can see it changes over here, right? It has got different. So that's why C is the correct answer. So final answer is B and C. All right. Final answer is B and C. Okay. Chalo. Now let's solve the next one. Where did that go? You can't hear me? Everyone, you can hear me or not? All right. Okay, everyone can hear me. So it might bounce back after hitting the ground, but that's not what we are talking about, right? Okay. Again, you know, there was just a question regarding fifth. Let's do that very fast. The question is that, will the ball not bounce back after hitting the ground? Yes, but still this graph is wrong. Okay. Right? I forgot whose question that was about bouncing from the ground. Raj, yes. Raj, I think it will be better to talk about that personally. All right. So please send me a message if you want to know more. All right. I'll show it to you what that graph would look like. Okay. I think it will be better to do it that way. Let's solve the next question, number 6 now. Right. So a ball dropped from a tall tower hits the ground with a speed 20 meters per second. Find the height from ground at which its speed is 10 meters per second. Tell me your answer, everyone. Come on. We'll just take 2 minutes for this one. Don't go away. Okay. See, you have to find height from the ground, everyone. You have to find height from the ground. All right. So let's draw a diagram. So we drop it from here. Okay, drop. So what's the velocity here? If you drop it over there, I'm going to take downwards positive this time. Okay, let's take downwards positive. Right? Like I said, you can actually do it both ways. This time I'm going to take downwards positive. Okay. Right? What's the velocity here? When we drop it, initial velocity is going to be 0. Yes. 0. All right. Here it is 0. But when it hits the ground, so let's say this point A, this point B, when it falls over here at B, at that point the velocity is 20 meter per second plus 20. Why plus 20? Because the ball would have actually been moving down. I hope you realize that. I hope you realize it's not this now. Okay, this is wrong because we are taking downwards as positive just before it hits, just before it touches the ground. At that time it is moving downwards, right? So the velocity is positive. So this is wrong, this is correct. Clear? Okay. It will not change the answer, remember. Okay, final answer will still be the same. So don't worry about it. All right? Please don't worry about it. So now, which equation should we use if we want to find what is the height? We want to find this height. When the speed is 10, right? But the ball is of course moving down, so velocity is also plus 10. All right, the ball is of course moving down. Okay, no, you can't be 20. You can't be 20. Right? So we will use third equation. Yes, that's right. We'll use third equation. But from which point to which point? Can you tell me? We'll use third equation from dash to dash. From which point to which point? Hurry up. From which point to which point, everyone? Yes, Ayushi? Okay, yes. It is wiser, or it is easier to do it from A to C. Again, if you do it from C to B, then also it's not wrong. Okay, this is also not wrong. You can do it, right? Not a problem. Anyone, not a problem at all. All right, it's not a problem. So be careful, right? Just that you have to be careful. Okay, 2a delta x equals v square minus v0 square. All right, so 2 plus 10. Is it clear why a is plus 10 now? Is it clear why a is plus 10? Is it clear why a is plus 10? Hmm. Yes, very good, very good. Because acceleration is downwards, right? Okay, we don't know what is this delta x. V square, final velocity square, 100, right? Because Vc is 10, right? This is 10 here, right? Okay. Minus initial velocity is 0 square, right? So this will give us, don't, yeah, this will give us delta x is 5 meter. Be very careful. Be very careful, everyone. Be very careful. We have found from A to C. So this is 5 meter. Is that the question? Is that the question? No. Question is from ground. So this will be 15 meter. All right. Clear? The final answer is 15 meter. With that, we wind up this class. I'm tired, and I think you also would be tired. All right. Okay. So we will continue with it tomorrow. All right, Sahil, it was right. Well done. Okay. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, everyone.